Hey guys, it's me, Kat, and I wanted to come on here and do my morning skincare routine for you guys. So, in the morning, my skincare routine is pretty simple. I washed my face already. I using the Believe Jelly Balm Aqua Cleanser. I got a deluxe sample of it from Sephora, and I really like it. It's because it's a jelly cleanser, it doesn't dry my skin out. I have dry dehydrated skin, which is not that bad right now because it's summertime, and because dehydrated skin can act like oily skin sometimes. Right now my skin is actually a little oily, but in the winter time it's just like dry, flaky, tight. But right now it's not as bad, but I do have dry, dehydrated skin. So I just have a pretty simple morning routine. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, it's 5 steps, 6 steps including washing my face. So it's a six step skincare routine. So after I wash my face, then I go in with this Elizavecca is how I pronounce it. I'm sure I'm pronouncing it wrong. This is the Hell-Pore Water Up Peptide EGF mist, and this is what it looks like. It has epidermal growth factors in here, which is a form of human growth hormones, and it's supposed to help with skin care, skin cell turnover. I haven't noticed any negative effects from it. I do like it. I know people say that like sprays and mists are and toners are kind of pointless, but I find it's a fun step for me. So I go in first with this bad boy. And then I pat it in. And then we go down the neck. Okay. And then to aid with the drying, because I don't have all the time in the world in the morning, I use this little handheld fan and just give my skin a quick blast with it to help dry the mist. So that is the first step, and it doesn't leave my skin tacky or anything. And then I alternate between 3 toners. I go between this, the Good Molecules Niacinamide toner, I think it is, or I think that's what it's called. And then the Ordinary Glycolic Acid toner. I go between those 3. I use each of them. Like I use this one day, then I use the Ordinary toner, then I use the Good Molecules toner, and then I try to use the glycolic toner, then this, and then the Good Molecules toner. So that is absorbed into the skin. Then I like to go in with this Niacinamide Serum. It's from Good Molecules. It's 10% niacinamide. And again, this is another serum that I rotate. There are 2 other serums, so when I'm using the Good Molecules Niacinamide Serum, I don't use this. The 2 other serums I use, one is from Elizavecca. It's another epidermal EGF serum, and then the other serum that I use is the lactic acid, the 10% lactic acid from Ordinary with 10% lactic acid, and it also has, I think, 5% hyaluronic acid in it. So I go between those three. So today is the Good Molecules Niacinamide Serum, and you do not have to use a lot of this. Get this. So I just use 1, 2, 3. I use 3 small drops. Like, the amount I have in my hand is about the size of a pea. Or actually, no, maybe like this. It's about the size of a penny, or maybe a little smaller. And then we do this, and then I press it into the skin. You don't really want to rub or tug. You want to do everything in an upwards motion. You don't want to get too close to the eyes with this. And then I bring this down my neck. And then I do get my eyelids, but you don't want to, I mean, like up here where the brow bone is, you don't want to get it down on the actual eyelid part. I'm studying to, I'm going to school to get my degree in becoming an esthetician. It's on hold right now because of COVID and everything, and New York is just going into phase 2 this, I think, today. So I think it's like a 6-month delay till I can start school. But I am like reading up the on the like books and stuff, and kind of the curriculum of what we're going to learn, and I've been learning like the proper way to apply skincare. And I also you learn makeup too, but with an esthetician license you can do more things. And I'm not really into doing other people's hair. I can do my own hair, but doing other people's hair just drives me nuts. Okay, so we're going to let that sink in, and then in like 2-3 minutes I'll come back, and then I'm going to put this Ordinary 100% organic cold press rosehip seed oil. This helps with, even if you have oily skin, you want to, not if you're wearing makeup, because I think it, well, even if you are, you don't want to coat the oil on, because a lot of people who have oily skin, they kind of overcompensate with washing their skin and toning and stuff, because they think that's going to strip the oils, and you're over stripping the skin, so your skin then goes crazy and starts producing more oil. If you are using an oil, then sometimes your skin won't produce as much, and your skin won't get as oily during the day. I've even noticed this with, even though, like, you know, like I said, I have dehydrated skin can act like oily skin. So in the summer, my skin can get very oily, and I used to think the way to combat it was to like wash my face, and I used to wash my face like 4 or 5 times a day in the summertime because my skin would get so oily. Once I started actually using an oil on my face, that it still gets oily, but not as bad. So, actually, with that time talking, it sunk in. So I'm going to apply this. For me, I apply a little more than the average person will, but you're gonna see how fast it sinks into my skin because it is dry. So I like to use 1, 2, 3, 4 drops. Actually 5, because I do bring it down to the neck. You don't want to ignore the neck. So then just rub it up in the hands and press it into the skin. And if you are going to rub, you do it in an upward motion like that. And you want to use as little force with your skin. And I know my skin looks super greasy right now. Bring it down to the neck. Make sure we get everywhere. And I really want to get my T-zone and here on the cheeks, especially the nose. Okay. So I have the oil applied. You don't want to slap your skin, but tapping is okay. But you don't want to like do that to your skin. I've seen some people do that. You really don't want to do that. This is okay. And then use your fingers to pat, 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 pat. Okay, and while we're waiting for that to sink in so I can put my sunscreen on, which is the most important part of your skincare routine, you can put all the creams, oils, whatever you want on your face. If you are not putting sunscreen on your face, throw all of that skincare away, because especially some of these products, they make you sensitive to skin because they're taking the top layer of skin off. So your skin is going to be more sensitive to the sun, which means you're going to cause more damage to that layer of skin if you aren't putting sunscreen on. Plus, you don't want cancer. It prevents wrinkles. It prevents dark spots. You want to be using sunscreen. I accidentally forgot one day, and then when I came back, I know people think freckles are cute, but it is a sign of sun damage. And I had a bunch of new freckles, I could tell, popping up. Okay, so I have, I find it so funny, like, that the samples of, like, creams and stuff, when you get the, like, deluxe samples, when you get those from Sephora or Ulta or wherever, the eye creams are always so big because you need such a tiny amount for the eyes that these last forever. I've been using this for 2 months now, and sorry, bug. And yeah, I've been using this for 2 months, and I haven't ever had to buy an eye cream because the deluxe samples I get are so big. So this is from Drunk Elephant. This is the C-Tango multivitamin eye cream. This is what it looks like. So I apply this obviously underneath the eyes, and sorry. And you want to use like a little tiny amount, even that's a little too much, so I put it there, oops, not there, there and there on the inside, and take that little extra there and just pat that in to that side. Okay, so then you just want to tap your eye cream in. And I even go out here. You don't want to go too close to the eyeball because your skin is going to absorb it up to underneath the eye. And then I do go up here a little bit too, and same with the inside of my eye. And you also want to be careful not to use an eye cream that's not too thick, because you can get like zits. I think they're called, yeah, it's called milia, and they're those like little under the skin white bumps. You also, that's what causes, one of the things that can cause that like chicken skin effect on your arm. So you do want to be careful. So I don't need as much eye cream for this side. So I look tiny little amounts since I used it on the inside. And again, just pat into the eye. And I paid for all of these products. This isn't sponsored. I swear, I keep on missing it. It's like I'm almost hitting it, but I'm not. Okay, we've got the eye cream patted in. We've got my oil soaked in. Just bring it down a little bit more. Doesn't hurt to get the neck moisturized. Then I just take what's left over on my hand, on the back of my hands, and just put it on the front of my hands. And then the last step, most important step, I'm gonna have to, I'm wearing a dress, I promise I'm wearing a dress. So I'm just going to, because I get the chest area too. So right now I'm using Banana Boat Dry Balance Sunscreen. This kind of dries matte, so it doesn't give you that shiny sunscreen skin. And this is 50 plus. So I'm almost out. So I got my sunscreen. Apply. And I also like this because it doesn't drip into the eyes. And you want to make sure that your sunscreen and all of your skincare is completely soaked into your skin before you wear your mask and go outside, because the properties from the sunscreen and your skincare can break down the fabric and make your mask not effective. And you don't want that happening. And then you don't want to pull where the eyes are, so again, tapping in. And then again, we want to go up, or this way is good too. We want to uplift the skin, not make it sag. And then even on the neck, we're going in an upward motion. And then I get the chest and shoulders and the tattoo on the back of my neck. So guys, that was sorry. That was my daytime skincare routine. Let me know what you guys, products you guys use, and I'll do a nighttime skincare routine. That's a lot more steps. And yeah, I'll do another daytime skincare routine, like because today I didn't have to use the facial my facial roller because I was good and didn't eat foods that made my face puff up and bloat. But because I have somewhere I have to go soon, this is why I did this. Is like my quick, easy skincare routine. I'll give you my like full bougie, luxurious skincare routine when I have, a day where I have all the time in the world to do whatever I want. So thank you so much, guys, for watching me. Let me know what skincare you guys like, and yeah, I will see you guys in my next video. This channel will be skincare, makeup, commentaries and stuff. But yeah, thank you guys for subscribing. I will also leave my other channel link down below, and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.